All right, let's quickly talk about why I am excited about laravel-dumper being back. So imagine that we have a model that we need to do some debugging around. I don't know about you, but I reach for dump all the time in this scenario. So let's just look at what that looks like in a regular use case. This is what comes up in herd. And usually what I do is I scroll down and I look for attributes and I always go past it. And then I expand attributes, and this is the data that I'm actually looking for. Maybe I want to go down and find somewhere in here, it says exists. There we go, exists. So I might be looking to see if it exists. I might be looking at the attributes. Maybe I'm looking at the original every once in a while or trying to find the relations wherever the heck they are. There's relations. But generally, those are the pieces of data that I actually care about with the model. And this is true for a bunch of different things like query builders and other sort of native Laravel objects that I have to debug from time to time. So let's look at what this looks like when laravel-dumper is enabled. I run this again, and this is what we get. We get all of our model data right at top. We get all the data that we actually care about is dirty, whether it exists, was recently created. We can dig into the relations. These relations are also just the model data that we care about. We can quickly see which connection we're on. We can see the original if we need to. It's just so much nicer. And this is true for query builders too. So if we go down, let's see here, I had another test. Here's the query builder. And if I go back in here and dump this by default, we'll see, okay, we just get a giant pile of stuff. We've got the connection, we've got the grammar, we've got the processor, we've got all the different pieces of the query builder. We can dig into the wheres, we can dig in, it's just virtually useless to me. But if we enable laravel-dumper and run this again, now what we get is just, this is the SQL that the builder is going to use. Here's your connection. If we dig into the connection, we see what connection name it is, what the database is, what the driver is, just the information that we care about. And so laravel-dumper does this for a bunch of different built-in Laravel classes. It's very simple. And if you ever need to get the full dump, you can just do dump F or DDF, and that gives you the full thing. So I hope you enjoy it as much as I do. I'm so glad that I was able to get it back and working for modern Laravel. Enjoy.